I, 37 female. Lied to my boyfriend, 45 male, and I am scared to come clean. How bad is the lie? I, 37 female. Been with my boyfriend, 45 male, for 1.5 years. We are very happy together. Both of us are divorced because of infidelity on our ex's behalves. Therefore lying is a big deal to us. My boyfriend is hugely against lying. And well, I've been keeping something from him. After the birth of my son I was prescribed Zoloft due to PTSD from the birth and just the typical hormonal shift. I was never on more than 50 mg. And just as I was about to get off, my, now ex-husband cheated on me and I went through a divorce. My doctor recommended I stay on the medicine because of this. I still never went past 37 mg. I've now been on 25 for a long time. Anyway, I never told my boyfriend I was on this. I guess in the beginning it felt way too personal and then it felt too late to tell him. I haven't had any issues with depression in 4+ years. Will he not forgive me for keeping this from him? Edit. Update. I came clean today and as 99% of you stated, he did not care. He was very understanding and it was mostly a non-issue. He kind of implied that he's seen me have very anxious moments, over big things but nonetheless anxiety, and maybe it's good for me to stay on it. Which I don't disagree. But obviously my fear over this issue as a whole highlights my anxiety and past trauma, I'm sure. I'm actually in the process of trying to find a new therapist that is a good fit and I hope that will help. Thank you all significant other much for your kind words and encouragement. Red heart, red heart. I don't think it's a lie unless you told him you're not on Zoloft. It's for your mental health. I think it's okay to keep it private. I think you can take your time and share when you feel you trust him. You've not lied. You're allowed to keep your medical details private. Your antidepressants have nothing to do with him. Unless he's previously asked for a list of every medication you've ever been on or current take, I really wouldn't consider it lying. If telling him now affects what he thinks of you, there is a bigger problem. This is a prescription from your doctor. My wife had to take antidepressants due to one of her attacks. It took me 3 months to convince her to take it because she was scared of what others thought. To this day none of her friends know she takes them, but to be honest, no one really cares, especially with all the info about mental health. If you feel like telling him, do so. If you don't, then don't, but don't hide taking the pills. Just take it as normal if he is in the room with you. If he asks, then have that talk like it's normal. The more you normalize things like this, the more it becomes an afterthought. Where is the lie? I, F26, found condoms in my boyfriend's, M27, bag. I have been with my boyfriend for 5 years. He has just been on a festival with a couple of his friends in another country. As the title states, I found 3 condoms in his bag after he got home. They were hidden in a small zipper room inside his bag. I'm finding this extremely unsettling since I just got an IUD a couple months ago, so we didn't have to use condoms anymore. We also didn't really use them a lot before I got the IUD. So I really don't see any reason to have them. They technically could have been there for a while, but the expiration date on them are 2027-10 and 2027-02, so I feel like they are bought very recently, but I need some opinions on this. There are also some registry numbers on the back of them, but nothing came up when I searched it. What should I do about this? I want to talk to him about this since I feel like he might have cheated on me, but I'm afraid of how he's gonna react and I feel like he's not gonna tell me the truth if something really did happen. Do you guys think he cheated on me? How should I tackle this? What do I say to him? Too long, did not read. Found condoms in boyfriend's bag after a festival. I have an IUD, so I'm afraid he's cheating on me. Firstly, don't have sex with him, STDs. Watch what happens with the condoms. If he removes them, confront him. If he leaves them in his bag, take them out and leave them scattered on the floor near where he did his unpacking, then don't go into that room until he does. If you can, follow closely behind him to see his reaction. He'll either look surprised and curious about where they're from, or he'll look flustered and guilty. It'll look like they fell out as he was putting the luggage away, and you won't be accused of snooping. To be honest, the fact that he's a good liar that you can't trust tells you where the relationship is headed anyway. Definitely sounds suspicious. Based on the information you've shared, I would bet that he is cheating rather than not. Confront him, but calmly so you can get all your points across appropriately. Why were there condoms in your bag? A simple question. How he answers and what he says are going to tell you the truth. Does he laugh it off, provide a reasonable explanation? Then probably not cheating. Does he get defensive, angry, and make it a you problem? Red flag. Maybe don't even ask about the condoms. Ask to look through his phone. Just be prepared to leave. Good luck. You need to confront him. Be prepared for a bullshit, they aren't mine lie. No guy needs another guy to hold his condoms. Put them back and see how many are left after a month. My best friend M24 US mad that I F24 have FWB M24. So I 24F have been friends with S24M since we were 11. He has asked me out several times, but I always rejected him since see him more as a brother and I was always never really ready for a serious relationship. Recently a mutual friend of ours, A, M24 broke with his long-term girlfriend, B, F24 so he was really bummed out over it. So I invited him to a party that our mutual friends were hosting. While we were there, we both got drunk and one thing led to another. We talked and decided to become FWB. I had one before but it didn't last very long as my partner decided to get into a serious relationship, and B, edit. I meant a sorry. Didn't want to get into a serious relationship but wanted to keep an active sex life. But a few days ago S found out about my FWB and got really mad and called me a slut and said that he has been by my side for so long yet I keep rejecting him, but I spread my legs for some new guy. He's blocked me on all social media. I feel like he is being ridiculous but he is my best friend. How would you handle this? Find a new best friend who doesn't want to be your boyfriend. Sorry, he isn't your best friend. He is an acquaintance who can't accept you don't like him romantically but he plays the long game. This should be no surprise to you, he apparently has hit on you a few times. Probably a red flag that you 1t have a respectful friendship. He is going to slut shame you for not being with him. A best friend wouldn't do that. Clearly he wanted more than friendship, you knew this, he knew this. You weren't interested, but he never stopped having feelings for you. And #X200B. He's hurt, badly, it's not your fault, you just didn't have the feelings he did. He should not have spoken to you the way he did, but to be honest, he does need to take a break from you to get over you. So this guy isn't your friend. He's only your friend in hopes that you will someday date him. Cut him out. It's his fault for choosing to stay a friend and waiting around instead of finding someone for himself. M32, living off rental income. F35, angry about it. Hello. In past I worked really hard and saved money and bought 3 apartments which I rented out. I live off that rental income. My girlfriend, F35, grew to despise me, M32, because I did not have a normal job and was living off passive income. We are now separated. She and all her family and friends work as employees all their life. My monthly rental income was more or less equal to her monthly salary. She was constantly unhappy about the situation that I do not work a normal job. I have lots of free time to pursue my hobbies: musical instruments, cinema, video games, chess, books, sports, etc. She worked hard while I was enjoying life way more than herself. What do you think of this situation? You guys have separated, this doesn't matter anymore. I think you're separated, so this isn't relationship advice anymore. Frankly, it wasn't even advice in the first place. Nothing. You guys are broken up, separated. Yes. You're a parasite and now you get to enjoy the same hobbies most of the rest of us have. Well done. You're doing good. Get yourself another property and have a good life. You will meet someone that will be happy with you.